Hi all, this is Skate, and I haven't made a video in a very long time. But I have to say, it's quite amazing. Sorry, I'm trying to put on a Skate Extreme Welsh accent. Good old Skatey McSkatus, and I haven't seen him or spoken to him in a very long time, and I'm sure most of us miss him. But without further ado, g'day ladies and gentlemen, it is Economics Mate, and welcome back to another video here in Water Tanks Blitz. And as usual, we are going to be talking about another tank. Except today, we're going to be talking about the good old American beauty, the M48 Patton. Boy, oh boy, is this tank quite the amazing species right here. This here was very much the backbone of the Vietnam War. This tank was absolutely incredible alongside the M60. Now, I'm going to obviously make not a review, I'm going to make a comparison video between the M60 and the M48 Patton. But for now, we're going to specifically just talk about the M48 Patton, why I think this is one of the best, if not the best, medium tank at T10. Let's go through the statistics real quick. I'm not going to bore you with the stats too much, but we'll go through the statistics real quick. It has 246 mils on the front of the turret, which is very, very nice indeed. It's got 80 on the sides, which, not that bad. 139 on the hull, which is actually very nice indeed, and 80 on the sides. You got decent concealment values, not that good, but you do have 307 meters of view range. If, of course, you're running this thing with optics, improved optics, as you're going to see when I obviously go through the equipments on this tank. So yes, definitely run this thing with improved optics. The gun is a 105mm gun. You got a 3-second aim time, which is beautiful. Now, do keep in mind, I am running specific equipments on this, so whatever you see here are not the base statistics, but rather the improved statistics. So it's got 3 seconds of aim time with what I'm running with equipment. 0.269 dispersion, so accuracy is fantastic. Gun handling is even better. 3100 DPM, very, very nice indeed. Trust me, you don't need more than that. If it has more than that, it would be cooked. A 6.43 second reload. You have 268 mils of AP pen, 339 on your heat, because I'm running calibrated shells, and 57 mils of HE pen. You're doing 340 alpha per shot as standard and 430 on your HE. Now you have 8 degrees of gun depression, unlike the Leopard that had 7 degrees, so it's quite nice indeed, especially the fact that you have plenty of armor to compensate for that. Trust me when I say it is a beast when you're taking this thing whole down. Now, in terms of the mobility, you're going about 48 kilometers per hour as a top speed with an average of 37. Your hull traverse is pretty good at 65 degrees per second. Horsepower per ton is 20.3, which is very, very nice indeed. So this tank overall is amazing. Now, the equipment. Obviously, calibrated shells, 100%. The defense system is definitely one that I would be running. Improved optics, because why not? This is a medium tank after all. You don't need to run this with Camonette. Run this thing with improved optics, trust me. Enhanced gun laying drive for that 0.5 seconds less aim time, which is exactly what you want. Now, with this particular tank, I would definitely consider running enhanced armor, more so than running this thing with improved assembly, because you do actually have hull armor and you have turret armor. So I would suggest that extra 3%, definitely. Now, again, just like the Leopard, I will be running this with an engine accelerator and, of course, refined gun, because it does really improve the dispersion a lot. Run this thing with improved tracks, because trust me, you're going to need it, considering the fact that it is a bit zippy, this tank, and you're going to be moving in and out of cover quite a lot. And high-end consumables is definitely something that you should be running, because you're going to want to run this thing with what I've got right now. So I've got case of cola, which is what I like to run on this thing. I have improved gear oil. Of course I do. Now, technically speaking, you can swap this out, bottle of cola, for, gear oil itself, but preferably I'll just run this with bottle of cola. So that way we've got both food rations or drink rations, or whatever you want to call it, to improve that, that DPM. And of course, having the gear oil, and making sure that you have the improved gear oil. Now, multi-purpose repair kit, obviously, and of course running this thing with the repair kit, because that's exactly what you need. You will notice this tank does like to get set on fire quite a bit. So this is a very good pack to have. Only use this if you really, really have to. And I do run this thing with reactive armor. Technically speaking, you can run this with adrenaline, but preferably I like to have this, especially if you use this tank as a brawler, which I do like to do. So yeah, that's what I prefer. Now, obviously, I don't typically run through how much ammo I like to use, but I think it's good that I show you. In this specific tank, I like to run 29 rounds of AP, 18 on your heat, and 10 on your high explosive. You don't need to run too much high explosive on this, typically because you're just not going to use all of it. Now, obviously, AP, you're going to be trying to use a lot of it because your heat will not go through soft cover. So, like, you know, like not buildings, but like, you know, walls and, you know, fences and whatnot. So do keep that in mind. But 18, I think, is a fair amount. So let us actually watch this replay that we're going to be rocking and rolling on this thing. So here we go. Ignore the stats. This is a press account. Ignore the stats. It's a press account. It doesn't matter. Okay, it does not matter at all. Now, we are watching my good friend... I Love Lettuce, aka Ren, aka the best Brit of them all. GrandMcLegend seems to think that he's the best Brit of them all, but I have dubbed Ren the best Brit of them all. So fight as you will in the comments, okay? Now they are playing on Lagoon, okay, and they're in obviously the M48 Patton. Now, yes, okay, they're running the Beast camo. There you go. What a great spot to be in. Beautiful shot into the side of the IS-7 and not spotted yet. Oh, the 1-2-1B literally went in front of them and they could have gotten a shot. But instead, they get a crucial shot on the E100. And they do spot the E100. And they spot the grill as well. Now, notice how they didn't run HE, when aiming on the grill. Because most likely the grill, if they are a smart player, would be running it with... interesting switch to the heat there. I wasn't expecting Ren to be switching to the heat. I would have thought maybe at the angle that Jagdpanzer E100 was at, that they were not going to be able to get a shot in. But it looks like I was wrong. Fair enough. And they're up to 1,332 damage. Now, notice how Ren is relocating, which is a good idea indeed. I'm going to pause the video just here. I want to have a look at where the team is. So, the Object 268 is in that bush there, which is a good position. Fantastic. The grill is in that position, which is cool. They're in soft cover. The E100 and the 60TP Lewandowski are, of course, in the, towards the right of the A-cap, which is a good position indeed, engaging that IS-7. The E100 is, for some reason, towards the back there, and the other E100 is, they're moving towards the A-cap. Now, our E100 and the VK7201K are both pushing up there. Nice teamwork there, which is good. But notice how the Grill A15... the other Grill A15 and the Jagdpanzer E100 are not spotted. Who else is not spotted? The 121B. That's also a tank that's not spotted, which makes me think the 121B is moving towards the B or the C cap in order to get cap points. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what Ren actually chooses to do. Are they going to push towards the VK or are they going to push towards where the IS-7 is? And it looks like they're going to push towards the IS-7 and they're using their full gun depression, which is exactly what they're going to be doing. Very lucky there. The E100 decided not to shoot Ren there. And, I mean, they did get stuck on the rock, which was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can they get a shot onto the... Oh, yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Sorry, that sounded a bit feminine there. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. That's not what I meant. Okay. I didn't mean that. What I meant to say was great thinking by shooting the top part of the side armor and not the bottom part, because the bottom part is actually spaced armor. Completely missed that shot there. I'm not sure what was going on there. But yeah, beautiful. There you go. They got a kill. They're on 3,000 damage. The grill does, in fact, shoot them. Okay, interesting there. I believe Ren was trying to hit the tracks, so to sort of track the grill in place. But, you know, it is what it is. Get another nice shot there. Very smart move not to use HE, because as much as I like to believe, most Grill A15 drivers would obviously be running this thing with Spore Liner. Because if you're not, then something's wrong with you. Another beautiful shot there on the side of the E100. Very, very smart thinking, waiting for that E100 to obviously push forward, which is great. Great strategy. It's a tactic that people forget. Pause the video right there. One thing I've noticed in this replay is that Ren, or I Love Lettuce, whatever you want to call them, or whatever you want to refer to them as in terms of username, they've been taking very calculated shots. They've only tried to hit tracking shots. And that's a very important skill. It's a skill that a lot of medium and light tank players forget to use. By using your DPM and using your accuracy, you're able to hit, especially big heavy tanks and big sort of tank destroyers, the tracks. And if you hit the track wheel on point, you will not only do damage, but you will also destroy the track. And that allows you to get not only assisted damage, but the ability to shoot them in the track again. And essentially perma-track them if you have enough DPM. So it's an interesting skill that I wanted to point out to everyone. I think more people need to do this thing more often. So well done, Ren, for showcasing that specific skill. Now, let's see Ren rock and roll and do some more damage. Come on, let's see. I want to see a big damage game or a decently damaged game. There's still 4 tanks on the enemy team, and there's still 4 tanks on the friendly team. Boom! Beautiful shot there into the rear of that 1-1B Invincible. Fantastic. Great gameplay there. Beautiful. 316 alpha shot. Hitting the adrenaline as you do. Nice. Nice. 5,100 damage. There you go. The VK ends up killing the Yakpunse 100 now. It's a 3 versus 2 situation. Oh. I love that. I love that. As soon as that grill was out of range, Ren knew exactly where to hit that grill A15. Okay, here we go. Ren is on the move now. That E100 shot, Ren has about... oh, beautiful. Well, there you go. The Object 268 decides to kill the E100. Cool. That's all we needed to know. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good on you, Ren. That was a great battle indeed. 5,899 damage, 3 destroyed, Ace Mastery, High Caliber, and I believe that's the Confederate. Yep, that's the Confederate. What do you call it? The Confederate medal. But look at that credits, 208,000 credits. That's incredible. Thank you for sending me that replay. I Love Lettuce. I appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, I Love Lettuce, aka Ren, is a very good friend of mine, and yeah, we like to showcase our replays. More so, they send me the replays as much more often than none. I barely have any replays to show them, to be honest with you. So I feel quite embarrassed that what do you call it? They are constantly giving me replays that are so above and beyond my skill level. So yeah, good on you, Ren. Thank you for sending money in. But that showcases just how good the M48 Patton can be with someone who is a good player. Ren is not a super pro, super unicum like Trap is, right? But they are still a very good player. Look, I know Ren's going to be like, oh, you know, stop flattering me. It's fine. I'm not that good. Ren, trust me, you are very, very good. I would say you are a pro as well, okay? So take that compliment with everything that you have, okay? Trust me when I say you are a pro, okay? You are a pro. Don't be too humble, okay? Be proud of that. Be proud of the statistics. I want to see that proudness. But yeah, there you go. That is a great M48 Patton replay, and it just showcases how good the tank can be in the right hands. And even if you are a nupty, or you are a bit of a newer player, or a newbie, and you're trying out different tanks, and you're not as good at the game as some other people, like Ren, for instance, you can still perform well in this thing if you just, you know, you do your duties correctly. You do your due diligence, and you actually perform your roles as a medium tank correctly. Don't overexpose. Don't bleed too much hit points. Only take shots when you know you can afford to take shots. Like Ren did towards the end of the match there. They were able to take a big hit from the E100 because they had enough hit points to trade with them. And by the time the E100 was ready to reload again like a final shot, the 268 cleared him. So, yeah. Good showcase of this. I will make a comparison between this and the M60 for sure. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else in between, this is the M48 Patton. You've been amazing. I love you all. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East. And stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.